Hey guys, it's John Todd from Total Brohammer here, and today we've got Dark Riders. Lots and lots of Dark Riders. So we're doing a little bit of Rohirrim action here with the Dark Elves, which you might not expect, being that they don't particularly have very strong cavalry at this point. But we are going up against the Chaos. And so the general plan here was I'm going to bring a lot of Dark Riders, but I'm also going to bring a lot of Dark Riders with repeater crossbows. So I've got 2 Dark Riders with shields, makes that 4 repeater crossbows, 4 Dread Spears, and 3 Hargoneth Executioners, along with Malekith. And on him I've got, looks like I've got Gates Malice, Word of Pain, Soul Stealer, Power of Darkness, standard kit. Now I brought the Word of Pain instead of the Chillwind, because, you know, shadows. Alright, so my opponent here is the Chaos, and we'll go ahead and finish them off. They have 2 groups of Poison Warhounds, as well as 2 groups of Chaos Knights with Lances, a front line of 4 Chaos Warriors with Great Weapon, a back line of Forsaken, 1 Halberdier, and a Chaos Sorcerer of Death, as well as Kolek, as I mentioned earlier. So the general idea here was have these Dark Riders stop things like Hounds, and just, you know, do the kite and fight with the Dark Riders. Do as much damage as I can. Now, my opponent has brought Chaos Knights with Lances, and that's going to make this actually kind of difficult, because the Chaos Knights with Lances will kill these Dark Riders a lot faster than these Dark Riders with repeater crossbows can kill the Chaos Knights with Lances. So it's going to be a little bit difficult for me here. But we're gonna see what we can do. So as you can see, I'm gonna go ahead and get a. I think I'll get some shots at these guys. Gonna pull them back. Gonna pull my Dark Rider in here, try to get melee attack, or not. I'm just gonna try to go around. Back here, he's zoning me out pretty good with these Chaos Warhounds with poison. I don't want to engage because we'll just break way too fast against these Chaos Knights with Lances. It just won't be worth it. So as you can see, I'm keeping the. There's gonna be a lot of movement in this one. I'm keeping the Dark Riders between the Hounds and these guys. Over here I do lose micro a little bit, but seeing that these guys are caught out, I'm just going to go ahead and charge them and absolutely wreck them. So over here, being that I'm microing over there, he's going to get me here. I'm going to have to send these Dark Riders in, have these guys pull out. Over here he's coming in with the Chaos Knights with Lances, but we're going to go ahead and try to pull out here. Yes, we are. Dark Riders are still sitting in reserve here. We did some good damage to these Chaos Warhounds, but we're going to be pulling out from these Chaos Knights and these Warhounds because, you know, that's not going to be an engagement we can win. I had Malekith over here trying to help out, but here comes old Kolek Sun Eater. He's going to go ahead and retreat. He doesn't want any of all that Dark Rider fire, which is very wise of my opponent. And my opponent is doing a good job at bringing his Chaos Knights outside of the range of my Dark Riders. So, seeing that he's pulling back all his important units, I think I'm just going to get some damage on these Chaos Warriors. As you can see, I'm doing good damage to them already. There goes 10% of volley from each of my Dark Riders. It's going to be the same over here. I'm going to move my Dark Riders with shields off to the side, getting ready to stop things, just going around, surrounding my opponent. Now I'm done some about 25% damage here, which is really good. I'm going to be pulling back here, going to have my spears and things go out. Going to do a quick cycle charge right here, and then pull back out. As far as his Hounds go, he's got that one there, that one shattered. I'm sending this guy way too far around. Of course, he is going to use the Fate of Buna, that garbage spell, or well, fantastic spell. Going to run these Dark Riders into the Chaos Knights with Lances. I was hoping that the Chaos Knights with Lances wouldn't charge, and they were trying to get to these guys, because honestly, even if they got surrounded by all 3, they could take them all. But as you can see, I've been trying to avoid the actual charge. I was hoping to just, you know, clip them, avoid the charge bonus, hold them in place, and then shoot them, but that's not going to be the case here. As you can see, the Fate of Buna is going down, as well as a Lord of the Storm. I'm shooting at Kolek over here, but Kolek does have missile resistance as well as 100 armor. These Dark Riders have been doing cycle charges. I left them in there too long, and they took some really good damage. Here come the Chaos Knights, but at the very least, I do have spears around, so but at this point, it's honestly not looking good. So I'm going to be shooting into these guys and doing decent damage. They actually do have bronze shields, so that's not good for us. Is he going to get that charge? Whoa, that hurt. So I'm going to have to move these guys over here to shoot at them, just take these guys out one by one. Have my Dark Riders come and do rear charges all over the place. As you can see, these guys aren't doing too good because of the Fate of Buna and Lord of the Storm. We're just going to be cutting these Forsaken around. These guys cost 500, these cost 750, good trade for me. As you can see, I'm just kiting out these Chaos Knights with Lances. They don't get a good charge, and now we're just doing tons of damage to them, so it's tough. Over here, Malekith is fighting Kolek Sun Eater, who's been Word of Painted, as well as Soul Stealer. But Kolek is just way better, even with the stat debuff. Now the Word of Pain has gone off, so Malekith is not going to be doing too well here. These Chaos Knights with Lancers are, you know, just sitting around a little bit too long. They need to really be charging here, completely avoiding these halberds. And man, Kolek is just such a beast. Now, I've actually learned after this game, and I don't know why it took me so long to realize this, but just don't use Malekith to even try. Don't even try Malekith. It just never works, and I always try, and I don't know why. As you can see, he's dropping another Fated Bina over here on these Hargonath Executioners. We have taken out these Chaos Knights with Lances, so now we're going to be moving over here where we are desperately needed. He is going to kind of get an interception here with his Chaos Warriors with Halberd, which is really good on his part. I'm trying to get away with Malekith here and actually use the Dark Riders as kind of a sacrificial lamb here. I also should have only used one. These guys have finally caught my Dark Riders because of my bad micro. I am pulling them away though, so it won't be too bad. And yeah, those Fated Binas, these guys run right into them, and that was a misclick there. I meant to, you know, click on the flag, but it goes off behind them, so very unfortunate. These Dark Riders are, I don't know what they're doing. What kind of misclick is that? Anyway, now that we got Malekith out, I'm pulling these Dark Riders with shields back. These Chaos Knights Lances were doing pretty good against these guys. That cycle charge in here. And I'm trying to get all my Dark Shards now to actually shoot at Kolek. And as you can see, now that we're actually shooting at Kolek, he is taking a lot of damage very fast. However, these Chaos Knights with Lances are still around, and they're going to be a major problem here. I really need to pin them down. As you can see, I have these Dark Riders coming over here who were trying to come to pin them down just to stop them from charging. But now they're going to get a good charge into those Hargonath Executioners and do a ton of damage. Going to drop another Soul Stealer on Kolek, but it looks like it actually gets cancelled for some reason. These Forsaken were actually able to get on my Dark Riders and absolutely destroy them. I'm going to start cycle charging them a little bit. As you can see, another misclick. That was supposed to be a click on the flag, but I guess I clicked like right next to it and it didn't actually count. That happens to me a lot. So you can see I'm misclicking all over the place because I'm real bad, guys. You can never say I'm good at the game. Over here we have Malekith coming around this way. I really should have gone after the Death Cache at this point. See these Chaos Warhounds with poison, a little bit too late. Going to be running towards these guys. I have some Dark Riders come back here. They're going to come over here and screen. Allow these Dark Riders with repeat a crossbow to get away here. But it's looking... I'm doing cycle charging with the Dark Riders on these Forsaken. I'm actually doing decent damage on the cycle charge. So that's pretty interesting. Over here, the Chaos Knights are both over here, so they came back. These guys are still trying to get after Kolek, so yeah, really bad micro in this one. So I'm pulling them back out. And we're just going to try to take out the rest of these Chaos Knights with Lances. Now it's not looking so good. The Chaos Knights with Lances absolutely destroy our infantry. So really tough for us, really tough for us. We have lost the infantry fight, despite having a superior infantry corps, if you ask me. Those Fated Binas are just too strong, and I'm really glad that in the tournament we did with Turn, on Turn's channel, that we actually banned Fated Bina, so I think that really made for a lot better games, to be quite honest. But if you'll notice, I've taken out his Cav. So, let me tell you how this game is going to go. He's going to get shot to hell and never be able to get to me. I'm going to send Malekith after Kolek, because I'm stupid, and also, well, actually, what I was thinking at the time is I'm not going to be able to get away from Kolek, so I might as well just go over and fight. But even with the Word of Pain in 16 melee attack, Malekith with his 65 melee defense just can't stand up to him, so... Very unfortunate. He came back with these Hounds, but I'm actually going to charge them with my Dark Riders. These Dark Riders have 18, 16, and the charge bonus 20, so with that charge bonus they have decent stats for a few seconds. Over here I'm going to be shooting at these Forsaken, although I should be shooting at these Chaos Warriors. Great weapons, there we go. These Hargonath Executioners won't have a problem with these guys. Okay, well, you know they're targeting this guy, but they still shot at him, so that's pretty interesting. Very interesting indeed. But Malekith is being pushed off. He's not actually going to go and finish him off. These Hargonath Executioners come here, but yeah, too many Dark Riders with repeater crossbow. And ultimately, that's gonna win me the fight here. So we got these Dark Riders coming back. We got Malekith coming back here, and Kolek's just not the... I mean, he can only chase one of these guys at a time. So it's not going to be great for my opponent here. I'm getting these halberds off the field. They definitely need to go. They'll be very strong. But I do have a problem. These guys are running low on ammo, so that's going to be problematic for me here. Gonna pop a Soul Sailor on the Mighty Kulak Sun Eater, try to get some of our health back. Let's see how much that actually heals him. Decent, decent. Yeah, heals quite a bit. So, will we get up to 1,000? Nope. Looks like we got, I assume he's really low there. Probably like less than 100. We get some good shots in on this Chaos Sorcerer of Death. As you can see, we're just shooting where we can, making sure he never engages on us. We have these guys out here. I'm just going to keep them out there for now. No reason to try to engage for the moment. As you see, he loses micro on his Death Sorcerer. Not that he probably has any Winds of Magic left. But, yeah. We are absolutely destroying. I'm going to pop a Power of Darkness on these guys. Try to get a little bit of magic. Probably should have used that before I used the Soul Stealer. I also probably should have waited for them to get a little bit all closer together here. He's going to pop a little Storm. I'm just going to move. And he's just trying to bait out all my shots from my Dark Riders. And, you know, he's making a lot of those shots miss. I'm not going to lie. It's gonna be a close one. But this much cycle charging can be very powerful. Although he does have Mighty Kulak, so this is it's not gonna be easy here. As you can see, these guys actually ran out of ammo, so these guys are unbraced. I'm gonna do a quick cycle charge and pull out of there. I'm gonna keep on shooting at Kulak with my Dark Riders who do have ammo. I'm gonna start running cycle charges and pinch turn movements on these halberds to slowly close them off. I'm going to try some of these Dark Riders after this Death Sorcerer, I think. Nope, I see a good charge on these guys, so I'm just going to go pull a charge right here, pull a charge right here. None of these guys are braced. Now I'm just going to be pulling out. It's all Dark Riders all day. You know, once you go dark, you never go back, guys. It's true what they say. The ladies don't talk about it for no reason. You know? Once you go Dark Rider, you never go back. All right. So it looks like we're just doing a cycle charge to death here. Kulak Sun Eater's gonna be hit by that Word of Pain. I'm throwing everything in here. I've got to take him down here. Looks like he is suffering from army losses though. Malkuth is coming in here, and you know, it's never a good idea to send Malkuth against Kulak. Like I said, I learned that from this match. But man, the cycle charging, guys, charges are so powerful. Mobility is so powerful. It's just insane. So as you can see, Kulak Sun Eater can't hit us, but we also can't hit him, even though our melee attack is a little bit higher. It's just really tough here. But we've just broken his army enough that we're able to rout off Kulak as well as the rest of his army here. So a very close game. An interesting strategy. It honestly didn't work that great. It was yeah, it was okay. It was okay. I think it definitely needs some fine-tuning there. Alright, so let's look at the breakdown here. Hardened Executioners did okay. Dread Spears were just there for fodder. Honestly, should have pulled them back and not let the Chaos Warriors even engage on them, because that would have had the Hardened Executioners take a little bit more damage, but also deal out a lot of damage and kill these guys a lot faster. So I think that probably would have been worth it. Not to mention I would have had all these spears to actually screen out these Chaos Knights with lances and let my Dark Riders with repeater crossbow do more. The Dark Riders with shields are good against hounds. They beat them one-on-one. But those Chaos Knights with lances, which, granted, usually Chaos doesn't bring against Dark Elf, although really they should, because the Dark Elves don't have good counter cavalry. Yeah, it was tough, but we barely pulled it out here. If I was to change this build, I don't think I would really change it. I think I would just try to play it a little bit differently here. Basically, I would try to have better micro, and I would also pull my spear line back, which I think would make a huge difference. You know, depending on the composition of the Chaos front line. But anyway, guys, a good game to Skittles, and this is going to be all for this one. This is Jonathan from Brohammer, signing out.